and they really get some super.
Okay, good fucking evening.
Things that he's done younger, when he was younger.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Just got in.
Yeah, he's a bit smaller, but that could all change with.
Just got in. Simons now, 10:08. Got a fucking itch chest. Ferocious style. Seth Ferocious style chest trainer. Fucking brilliant. You gotta watch this guy. He's brilliant. I'm gonna do his training routine. I've followed him for years, so fucking is it.
And then I'm like, I think it's how I trained for so long. It's like part of my genetic makeup.
Some warm-ups on the press up.
Accentuated that part of your genetic makeup. And training that way, I mean, that's how you look cooler too. You do. One more. I'll do about 20s here and there. I don't train chest off. I do a lot of push-ups, but then I'll do flat bench. I'll kill flat bench, 225, and I'll just do, like, during my circuit training, I'll do 10 reps do 10 rounds of 10 reps with some other stuff. I mean, if you had told me fucking 2 years ago we do this shit, you'd be like, no fucking way. No way. I'm still a little fucked up in the head. Yeah, but that shit'll never leave. Yeah, and you know what? For those of you that don't know his journey earlier on as a bodybuilder, he was one of the most intense guys I've ever trained. Because he just had that, I want to fucking knock everybody the fuck off the stage type of feel.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, McMillan, when he just passed away. And I mean, you went up against him in your third show ever. Yeah. And you know, you're going head to head with the guy that won the Arnold. Nobody eventually won the Arnold. That mentality, that mentality is just fucking. I don't know, I love it. That's why you and I.
I've always done them like this ever since I was a kid.
You're like, I know.
Ever since I trained as a little lad.
Take it. I loved it. Yep. Let's go. You got this. Good. Come on, Seth. Control it. Good. Good. Good squeeze. One more. You got it. Easy. Oh. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, do you think, number one, Seth could come back and do damage? I said, of course he can come back. It's just anybody can come back, but could you be somebody that could mix it up? And they said, absolutely, because the density of his fibers are so three-dimensional and so separated that it's a look that most people don't have. Honestly, you remind me a lot of Hottie, because you have those fibers that fire, and the ones that create that dense look, that graininess. Well, I think that's the one thing that's hard with these young guys today, which certain people are able to do it, but making a connection with your trainer. Like that's what you and I always got wrong with. Just if you're able to connect with the training, dude, you'll be fucking ridiculous. As long as you can be disciplined with the diet and you can connect with training, you did a good job of being able to, with all your athletes, like find out what works for them. Not so much what they like, but what fucking works for you. That's why I always click with the training when they go to connection.
Get some blood into that chest.
That's my favorite part of everything. But then you get full of yourself and you get a little hard-headed, and it's bound to happen. But those are things that, looking back, I'm like, man, it's fucking wild times, and you got to be able to stay focused and stay grounded. As you get older, you know what you get? Perspective. Perspective. Very strong word. Use it all the time. We'll do a few.
Nice. Blast this rack.
Oh man. Fucking sir.
Oh, lot there.
Not everybody gets that.
It's all getting used.
Alright, let's go, son. Let's do this. Come on.
Right. Come on now.
There you go.
Ferocious style.
Come on,
Ferocious style.
That's it.
One more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get you stuff. Hey.
Fucking easy. Yeah. Good. Last one. Drop it. You got it. Good job. You haven't had that heavy in a while.
Fuck no. My man.
We're gonna work on that upper pec, right near the collarbone. And we're gonna just go ahead and just do a straight set for your first one. Just about 5 reps. 1, 2, 3. Good, good. Got that back nice and arched. Shoulders are back so you can focus on the pec. Good. Good. Keep going now. Keep moving. Good. Good. There you go. 3 more. 1. 2. 1 more. Good job. Raise the weight a little. Good. So what we're doing is we're really focusing on that upper chest. What I really always try to work on with Seth, because he's really wide, is to be able to really thicken up that upper chest, because the wider you are, the more you want that upper chest thickness so that you can look thick.
This is
and
only
have
that
depth
bad.
in your physique. If you don't,
It's so
what ends up
ferocious.
happening is you actually end up
Watch
looking
it.
shallow. So if you said for guys,
It's
to
called
do
the
like,
greatest chest
shallow
training.
chested,
The
broad
greatest
shoulders.
chest training
You know
video
how like
ever.
guys will get that, like,
I need that
broad
bad
up in the
stuff for option.
collarbones, shoulder dominant,
Watch it.
then kind of flat.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
These?
Yes. So what you want to do is you want to start off the
I'm gonna warm up like
with
mad.
upper chest
And then I'm gonna
exercises.
hit this-
You
I'm gonna
start
hit
off
this
with incline
routine.
presses. I'd always go into either a fly or what we're doing is a power press, which is the palms facing each other, and you're arching your back to try to get your shoulders back, so your shoulders aren't going to be able to kick in during your press. And what you want to do is you want to arch and drive.
So almost like you're here and
Looks
then
like a killer as
you're
well.
just pushing, you're not like extending all the way out, you're just here.
There you go.
Almost not like you're not like extending as if you would that too.
Right. You're arching here, and then what you're doing is you're creating that C in the back so that the shoulders are also back, and you're keeping that chest forward. So as you're going to see in a few minutes when he sees how pumped his upper chest is going to be, you're going to see all of those fibers just really getting stimulated. So arching your back, and you don't want to go super heavy. You want to try to keep it in that 8 to 12 rep range, and you want to be able to make sure that you get really clean reps, because otherwise the shoulders will kick in, especially when your chest gets fatigued. Okay, now we're going to do 3 regular reps, and then we're going to do statics. So
Oh,
go
boy.
ahead. Yep, go. 1, 2, 1 more. Now hold this one and do just this right side. Go. Go up. 1. Good.
Like that?
Yep. 2. 3. 2 more. 1 more. You know what? It's good. You actually got better looking in your old age, but that's okay.
Thank you.
And obviously he's doing really, really well. And I want to just be able to put him through a good workout and say, hey, look, man.
Old
still-
times.
The old man's got it right here, and just put him through a nice chest workout. Maybe get a little arm pump going on, and
We'll learn some tips too. It'll be a little nostalgia, a little new stuff, but
Still warming up, by the way.
oh, come on, I can't not be excited.
Good. Nice mind-muscle connection. Jay Cutler mentioned that we're going to have to do an FSC7 reunion, which is FSC7 refined. We have Seth, we had Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, I believe Steve Kuklo, and I believe Tamer was even a part of that. And I don't know if Tamer was in the second one with you guys or if he was in the first one. He was in the first one for sure. I don't know if he was in the second. But and now Tamer, who I also turned pro in 2011, is now the largest promoter in the history of the sport.
No
with,
shit.
Over 100 shows he promotes. Yeah. So, and that was also a conversation that we had. So that's something we'll talk about. All right. Okay, control it. Not so fast. Slow it down. Good. Good. Breathe, brother. Breathe. Good. 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 There you go.
I do so much functional training, fucking push-ups and pull-ups.
Yeah, well, your functional training is great and everything, but at some point, man, you still owe me one of these is supposed to be you. It's supposed to be like 21, 22 because of this fucking guy. Olympia titles. But no, he didn't end up
Makes me
doing
laugh when he goes on about this
right, the
functional-
time it was actually 202.
Fuckable shit.
You don't think I do? You're rocking it with a couple extra.
Nice.
You don't think I think about that?
Now we go. Ferocious style. There we go.
what was it? Probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's like I have no regrets. And then as the years tick by, I'm
What do you
like,
think
oh,
he doesn't do? He has his pre-workout. I have mine. This is Monster and C4 pre-workout, and I this does me.
Let's go. Control it. Control it. Come down. There you go. Not too fast. Not too fast. Good. Good. Go back to bodybuilding. Slow it down. There you go. There you go. Good. Real strong shit. Good.
From your professional perspective, me being as round and full as I got, like whenever I was flatter than a motherfucker, right? But whenever I was pumped and full and round, I still achieve that. Like when I take this off, it's still there.
Those fibers were created.
Is that why?
Yeah. So because Seth and I worked together at such a young age, he was only 24, 25 years old. What he was able to do was able to really concentrate on those glycogen-rich muscle fibers. So when we were able to add in the higher volume FC7 style training to the mix, he was able to keep that without thickening up his body. Because a lot of people will do power building and then they'll thicken up their core and they'll get bigger, but they won't necessarily get rounder. Because he's been able to get rounder and get those glycogen muscle fibers to really push, he's been able to keep those fibers and really, really round without even having to do 5-6 meals a day or train and pick up 150-pound dumbbells or any of those things, because those fibers are the ones that really give you that illusion of being really big and they really get you super pumped. So between all of the things that he's done younger, and carrying it over to what he's doing now, he still has the look. Yeah, he's a bit smaller, but that could all change with 5 meals a day. Some extra calories.
So that's the thing. People ask, they're like, they'll say like, you look like you're still on a high amount of stuff, or you look like you're still doing this. I'm like, I only eat 3 meals a day with a snack or 2. And then I'm like, I think it's just how I've trained for so long. It's like part of my genetic makeup.
That's right, because you really accentuated that part of your genetic.
And training that way.
Gary, if you're watching this, I want you to watch this. Greatest chest training video ever. Hani Lambard and Safarosi. Watch it. Brilliant.
I'll do the $120s here and there. I don't train chest on. I do a lot of push-ups, but then I'll do flat bench. I'll kill flat bench, 225, and I'll just do like during my circuit training. I'll do 10 reps do 10 rounds of 10 reps with some other stuff.
Come on.
Dude, if you had told me fucking 2 years ago we were doing this shit, you'd be like, no fucking way. No way. I'm still a little fucked up in the head.
Yeah, but
that shit will never leave.
Yeah, and you know what? For those of you that don't know his journey earlier on as a bodybuilder, he was one of the most intense guys I've ever trained. Because he just had that, I want to fucking knock everybody the fuck off the stage type of feel.
Yeah.
And God rest his soul, McMillan, when he just passed away. And yeah, I mean, you went up against him in your 3rd show ever.
Yeah.
And you know, you were going head to head with the guy that won the Arnold. That would eventually win the Arnold.
That mentality is just fucking. I don't know. I love it. That's why you and I got along. Yeah. That's why I never said no to you.
Yeah, because you're
like, I know I can beat the fuck out of this kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna take it. I love it.
Yep. Let's go. You got this. Good. Come on, Seth. Control it. Good. Good squeeze. Good. One more. Easy. Oh. Somebody asked me the other day, and they said, do you think, number one, Seth could come back and do damage? I said, of course he can come back. It's just anybody can come back, but you somebody that could mix it up. And they said, absolutely, because the density of his fibers are so three-dimensional, so separated, that it's a look that most people don't have. Honestly, you remind me a lot of Hottie. You know, because you have those fibers that fire, and those, you know, the ones that create that dense look, that
chest.
creaminess.
Well, I think that's the one thing that it's hard with these young guys today, which certain people are able to do it,
chest.
but making the connection with the training. Like that's what you and I were saying. If you're able to connect with the training, dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
There we go.
As long as you can be disciplined with the diet and you can connect with training, you did a good job of being able to, with all your athletes, like find out what works for them. Not so much what they like, but what fucking works for you. And I mean, that's why it always clicked, because with training, I'm able to make a connection. I love it. Training's always been my favorite part of everything. But then
Come on.
you get full of yourself, and you do a little hard head, and it's bound to happen, but those are things that looking back on, I'm like, man, it's hard times, and
Ferocious chest, come on.
stay focused and stay grounded. As you get older, you know what you get? Perspective. Perspective.
Use it all the time. Ready for a ride?
Yeah, we'll do a few.
Okay.
Oh man, fucking service, man.
Not everybody gets that. Not everybody gets that. All right, let's go, son.
Yes!
Let's do this. Come on. Let's go.
There you go. Come on, Seth. Come on, Seth. That's it. Yeah.
Yes!
Fucking easy.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Drink it. You got it. Good job.
He's lucky, he's got a spot it.
You haven't done that.
Fuck no. Bummer.
Ah.
We're gonna work on that upper chest, right near the collarbone. And we're gonna just go ahead and just do a straight set for your first one. Just about 5 reps. 1, 2, 3. Good, good. Got that back nice and arched. Shoulders are back so you can focus on the pec. Good. Good. Keep going now. Keep moving. Good. Good. There you go. 3 more. 1. 2. 1 more. Good job. Raise it up. There you go. 3 more. 1. 2. 1 more. Good job. Right near the collarbone.
This is a new one.
And we're gonna just go ahead and just do a straight set for your first one.
Only do what they're doing now.
About 5 reps.
Here we go. 5 reps. 5 reps, then we change.
2.
Jump up. Push grip.
Good, good.
5 reps.
Nice and arched. Shoulders are back so you can focus on the pec.
Whoa!
Good. Good. Keep going.
Yes.
Keep moving. Good. Good. There you go. 3 more. 1. 2. 1 more. Good job. Good. So what we're doing is we're really focusing on that upper chest. What I really always try to work on with Seth, because he's really wide, is to really thicken up that upper chest, because when the wider you are, the more you want that upper chest thickness so that you can look thick and have depth. If you don't, what ends up happening is you actually end up looking really shallow.
So if you said for guys that are like shallow chested, broad shouldered, you know how like guys will get that, like they'll be broad up in the collarbones, shoulder dominant, then kind of flat. These?
Yes. So what you want to do is you want to start off the chest. Chest exercises. We start off with incline presses. We always go into either a fly or what we're doing is a power press, which is palms facing each other, and you're arching your back, your shoulders back, so your shoulders aren't going to be able to kick in during the press. And what you want to do is you want to arch them.
So almost like you're here, and then, so you're just pushing. You're not like extending all the way out.
There you go.
Almost you're not like extending if you would that shirt.
That's good.
You're arching here, and then what you're
That's
doing is
good.
creating that C in the back,
Boy.
so that the shoulders are also back, and you're keeping that chest forward. So as you're going to see in a few minutes when he sees,
how pump his upper chest is going to be.
Oh,
You're going to
yes.
see all of those fibers just really getting stimulated. So arching your back, and you don't want to go super heavy. You want to try to keep it in the 12 rep range, and you want to be able to make sure that you get really clean reps, because otherwise the shoulders will kick in, especially when your chest gets fatigued.
5 close. 5 one arm, one arm, one arm, then close again.
Do statics. Go more. Yep. Go. 1,
Oh,
2, 1 more.
where are we going again?
Now hold this one.
Heavier.
This right side. Go. Go up. 1. Good. Like that. Yep. 2. 3. 2 more. 1 more. Good. The other side now. Control it. Good. Good. 1 more. Now together. Go. Together.
Oh!
Oh. Yeah. 1 more. Woo! You were. Ain't shitting, huh? Let's take a look. Oh yeah. So you still got that graininess. Good. Right there. Hold that. I think some people have a hard time understanding everybody is very different when it comes to nutrition. Yeah. Some people, like, for me being 37 years old, so experienced with this, my body, like, if I went back for 12 weeks, hardcore, 6 hours a day, all that, I'd explode. Exactly. For people that don't understand, like, what's a average for someone that's a hard gainer, for like an ecto-meso, before, and they train in the evenings, what do you think they should have carbohydrate-wise leading into a big workout? Well, it depends on your metabolism. So if your metabolism's really fast and you're lean, you can take in about 300 grams of carbs, no problem. And people are mostly under, especially if they train hard. Especially if you're doing a lot of functioning. You are burning the shit out of your carbohydrates. So again, that's why he's so lean. But I can tell right now, he's flat. If he just turned around and added in 3 or 4 meals with the carbs, 200 or 300 grams, his body would change tremendously, because you are underfed while really being, I'm not going to say overtrained, because I don't know how strong you are, but you've been training the shit out of your body. I don't want my weight to go. Well, exactly. But you're also, if you just bumped up your food a little bit, your body would change a lot. So around training time, would you say carbohydrate powder pre-workout? Right, like you have demo day, I believe. Yeah. You know, I had glycogen. Yeah. And we made, when I was testing it, you were one of the first guys I tested it on. Yep. All right. And so what we did was we were able to use something that was able to kick in right away to help with digestion, give you endurance, give you a pump, and be able to do those things that you're trying to get from food, but you know, the convenience of a powder. You mix that up with your pre-workout, you mix it with your intra, you mix it with your post, and that's what we do. Does it sound familiar, everybody? No, I think people, I mean, you were, whenever we were going through it all, you were like, you gotta remember how things need to be able to be digested well. And that's been the big thing for me. Digestion, absorption, elimination. Like, I remember
a bit too heavy for me to do that.
Absorb everything that's taken in.
I should have went over here.
Yes.
Oh, I stay to the other side, like I'm never doing this. It works though.
Good. Just there you go.
Oh God.
5. Good. 5. 3.
Jeez.
Together. Shake it. There you go. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Last one. Come on, Seth. Good job. Good.
I'll tell you what, you do shake like.
What you're doing is basically
you shake it, right?
try to create that static hold is basically making sure that you're getting more time under tension. So the static shit, that was after me. Yes. That's become a big. That's
that's a big part of my programs now, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep all the ancillary muscles really strong, not just on the concentric and eccentric, but also on the static.
Huge on the concentric and eccentric,
Right.
and also pushing blood, the roundness, the fullness. So
now the stabilizing muscles.
treat me like an idiot. That's what this is. The static is all about the stabilizers.
Right, we're doing all the stabilizers and even more time under tension, because as you're pressing with the eccentric concentric on the opposite side, you're still having to use the muscle, and so it's working.
Come on.
I felt it because I already saw I was starting to shake.
Feroci chest.
Right, so you're basically
Come on.
more time under tension, you're getting more muscle growth, but you're also helping with all of the stabilizing muscles, and that's why you start shaking. You're not doing abs for months and months and months, or other, and then you start shaking because the muscle's not used to doing work. So now the stabilizing muscles are kicking in, and they're starting to fatigue. So that's a really good thing that you can add into your program.
I was just going to say, so how often do you work that into a workout? Like, you know how you would be like, do FST7, advanced shit on this day because you need it.
Right.
Do this on your other days because you don't need it so much. Do it at the end of your workouts like we normally would, and then you would put it at the beginning of the workouts. When do people do static shit? Certain exercises?
Yes, certain exercises, and usually at least once a workout, I'm adding them in now with certain exercises. So,
Once a workout, you'll be like, fucking let it rip.
Yeah, exactly. Let it rip on once a workout, and then depending on kind of where they're at in their training cycle. So as long as they're recovering really well, once a workout, you could do on biceps, where you'll see me holding, and then you do.
Oh.
There you go. Hold it. Watch your chin. See how round you still are? You're definitely not as big as you were. Does that mean, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, people don't realize like how big you were. Like at the end of the day, you could be right there really quickly with just food. It's not I'm talking about just more food.
Jesus.
Because look at how large you are, and you have some of that, what we call that old man muscle.
That works.
Yeah.
That works.
I took a minute for the tricep.
Oh, yes. Good depth. Right.
Took some time.
Oh, yeah. That works. Good pump. Oh. 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 Jeez.
Remember we do in the room, and I'm carving you up, and you're just fucking shredded all through the belts, and you're like, what is this?
What is what's going on?
Yeah.
Because it's like all of a sudden I can feel them again.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh.
That's one thing that I will say
Nice,
that I
nice.
miss tremendously is like when you're competing and like them last
Get on
2
this one,
weeks
lads.
are just horrendous.
Get on it.
And like all the
You will
cardio,
shake like mad.
the no, I mean, it was
Well,
just
so
for me,
long as
so
you
crazy
want
to
your
like,
whole
you're a
body
fucking
will
head
shake up
You're
telling
gonna
you.
freak out at the show. We need
Ugh.
this bone dry shredded. And then all of a sudden I'm like, man,
Oh, it works.
I can feel everything. It was awesome.
Nice.
I remember Dallas eating a shitload of potatoes.
Yep.
And then you're like, I think we're gonna have to feed you some sodium. And I'm like,
Do some
"Yeah,
flats now.
that'd be great." And you're like, not too much though, but you're a fucking head case.
Good, one more. So on this one, what I'm going to do is just so I can check and see what your stabilizer muscles look like in terms of the strength. I'm going to do this on a press. We're going to do a regular press incline. We're going to do about 3, and then I'm going to just kind of get you to kind of do some reps on there, just so I can see what it looks like.
Cool.
One more. Now hold it. Go. Just right. Go. Oh yeah, you're loving this shit. Yeah. There you go. Good. Next. Good. There you go. There you go. Good. That's together. Good. Together. Good. Good. One more. One more. Good. Yes. You like that, motherfucker?
I love this shit. I do miss it.
That's it for 4. Good. You're much greener now than you used to be. Good. 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 Pause at the top. Pause up. There you go. Good. Chin up. Chin up. Good. Arch your back. Good. Extend and pause. Give me that pause. Give me that pause. Don't cheat.
Yes.
Good. Don't cheat. There you go. Come on, Seth. Good. Right here. Arch your back. Arch your back. Good. Squeeze. Good. Hold the top. Hold the top. Hold the top. There you go. Good. Come on. Two. Good. Don't bend those elbows too much. There you go. One more. One more. Squeeze. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go get some aminos with arch. Oh man. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. No, I don't take a whole lot of carbs, bro. No, I know. It's well, like you gotta change. We're gonna change. You give me. I'd be like, hey, dude, I need like a new diet. Like I'm trying to be functional, and I get it every day, 6 meals a day, 400 carbs. And I'd be like, no, I know. We can go in between. Ease you into it. You're pussy. You're big for JJ here. He looked at the card. He put 3/4 of his own shit in. I'm like, what are you doing? Whole thing. Put the whole thing in. Okay? He just wants to play just the tip. Just the tip. You're this pendulum swinging a little too far the other way. Yeah, we gotta just give him a little more food here. You're gonna bump him up a little bit. Get back on the grits. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna let me. How about that? How about fucking how grits and cream of rice made this fucking massive comeback? I think of all the shit back in the day, like the grits, the cream of rice. You were like this and this, and I'm like, oh, ain't nobody else talking about this shit. And you're like, dude, this is better. Cream of rice is better than oatmeal. And I'm like, really? And you're like, right now for you, yes. Now, dude, cream of rice is everything. Always ahead of the game. I'm gonna stroke you off a couple more times before you get the fuck out. It's all right. Sit here, enjoy it. Go. Come on, brother. Let's go. Show me. There you go. Good. Good. Focus. Keep that back arched. Focus. Good. There you go. Good. Squeeze. Good. Control it. Control it. Watch that negative. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Come on, Seth. Squeeze. Good. Give me 3 more. Give me 3 more. Open your hands. I want you 3-second pause. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. You got 2 like that. Go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. Talk about how bad that sucks. That's just shit that I just don't do anymore. Haven't done in years. The squeeze is like that. The 3 seconds rather than just 1 second, because 1 second looks good. Well, these are the sets. These are what I call the sets that you see. Right? These are the sets that you see. These are the reps that you see. Okay? Going through the motion is what everybody does in the gym that's been going to the gym for many years. But going to the gym and trying to get to an end result, you have to turn around and break those plateaus, and you have to make sure that you do things that your body's not used to doing. So, hence, getting back to a little bit of the stuff that we used to do to get him to that next level. Would you say, since I'm a little out of the loop and you're still in it, would you say that athletes have changed? Have they changed their training styles over the years? Have you noticed a change? Like if you get a new athlete, would you say that they're not accustomed to the way you do things? Yeah. You have to break them in, or? Yeah. But everybody's a little bit different, right? Every athlete is a little bit different. You have some athletes that are into training really heavy, but you got to give them even more volume. Then you have guys that are in volume, but they don't train heavy enough with volume, and they're just doing too many sets and reps, but they're getting fatigued and not going to failure.
That's going to take some getting
some
time to get used to.
Why don't you do that? What's the difference between...
Give me a few months, I'll let this sell it, I'll let this.
So going through fatigue is basically meaning that you're just getting tired and you continue to keep going through the reps, the sets, and you're just basically trying to tap that pencil on top of that dynamo.
Throws your chest.
Example we've been using
it's hard,
for the last 20, 30 years,
but good, it's beneficial. Feel it, feel.
So what we want to do is we want to go to failure. So when you go to failure, whether it's a 6 failure or a 12 failure, that's when you are done. You are done. And then when you're done with that full range of motion, then what I've done with you in the past or in my athletes is we'll do partials, we'll do forced reps, we'll do negatives, we'll do all of these different types of different, just
Chop through.
we'll go through them and we'll try to create more, what I like to call intensity multipliers, right? You want to multiply the intensity. So those are the things that we add in. Now, when you go into fatigue, you're just going 12, 15 reps and you're just getting tired and then you stop. And that's it. Or you go 18 and you stop. But those are not growth sets and reps. That is not what's going to get you to the next level in terms of that size and that form. If you're trying to become a professional bodybuilder or even look like one, trying to dramatically just change your physique.
Sounds perfect. That's a big question for a lot of people. It's like, because like what's, overtraining or even like to fatigue, like the fatigue is just, like you said, like you're capping it with a pencil, you're using the wrong tool for that job.
Right, or you're just going to maintain what you got, which is fine. You're going to maintain it. But if you're trying to get your body to the next level and break a plateau, you're not going to do that with just being able to get into fatigue. If you're just trying to get to the point where you're just tired, you'll burn calories, you'll look good, you'll still get, if you're getting abs, you might get a little tighter, but you're not going to get muscle growth. If you're looking to try to get 3D, that's not going to happen.
Okay, now.
That's it. Make it count. Good. Chin. Okay. The reason why you need to keep that chin up is so that you can be able to get the maximum flexion as you bring your hands together with that upper chest. Lots of times when your chin is down, you're limiting your range of motion as well. Really? That's it. There you go. Things that are going to make you really make sure that you're getting better flexion, keeping your chin up and opening those hands, bringing it together. Good. Squeeze. Good. There you go. Come on. Give me 3-second holds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go, Seth. 3, 2, 1. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Good job. Let's go. Let's do a flex set. Come on. That's hold that. Hold that. That's it. Yes. Squeeze. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Twist more. Hold that. There you go. Man. How many years? 2012. God,
10 years.
13 years ago. This weekend.
13 years ago this weekend.
Was our first show.
First show together ever.
Yeah.
It was a fucking riot.
Came in here, yeah. Right. I was the one that had to deal with the head kicks. I went back to Jay Cutler and Phil Heath, and they're like, who'd you have to go help? I said, this fucking complete and utter nut job. And then that was when I gave you the nickname.
Yeah.
Do you remember Tatanka?
Yeah.
Tatanka. Because in the Kevin Costner movie, Dances with Wolves, the Tatanka was what a water buffalo was. And that's what he was. He comes in the room, and he says, look like shit.
Holding a ton of water.
And I said, it can't be that bad. I just saw pictures of you from a couple days ago. A kid have done that. He's like, no, I'm going through shit. And he's walking back and forth like a crackhead. Crazy fiend. And I go, dude, calm down. And I said, calm down. Let me just take a look at you and let me read that out. And then I was like, oh, fuck, he's right. And he was like, dog shit.
I was freaked out in my head. That's being young and inexperienced at shows.
And what happened was, and this is a lot of you who've ever done a show before or just stressed about a photo shoot or anything, you're going to notice that your cortisol level has a lot to do with how much water you hold. And obviously, he was the cortisol king. Okay? Champion. Undeniable. Undefeated. The cortisol king.
Yeah,
He
literally went from looking great when he was chill to looking like he had just had all-you-can-eat sushi the night before I'd seen him.
Yep.
And I had to turn around and, you know, do some of the things that we did, dry him out,
Yep.
clean some things up.
Yep.
But what we did was I was really just, I had to change his food up. And believe it or not, I even cut back his carbs because to fill him out, where normally you'd carb something up to be able to get him really well. For him, I was worried about water, so there was tapering actually his carbs.
Hence why for nationals that same year,
6 months.
6 months later, like during that whole process leading up, you're like, you gotta get fucking in shape, dude. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is the best shape I've ever been in. And you're like, but you need to get in shape. And I'm like, okay, so apparently he's telling me I'm not in shape. You got it, dude. More cardio, more this. And I'm like, man, I look better now than the dudes on stage last year. And I'm still like 2 weeks out. And then it was all that whole reason. And finally, when we were there, you're like, I had to get you in such good shape where when you came here and freaked out, nothing would happen to you. And I'm like, yeah, because there's no fat on my body now. There's no fat, there's nothing left.
We're less of a chance for you to have an actual cortisol
Episode.
Season 1 of the Cortisol King. Open up the hands a little bit. There's fire, don't hold your breath. You need oxygen to be able to get a pump and for you to have endurance. Number one issue, all athletes of all ages, of all levels, they tend to hold their breath. You've got to continuously breathe. Especially, 1 or 2 reps, not a big deal. But when you're getting past that and you're holding your breath, you are going to starve that muscle from oxygen. Go back in there. Good.
So let's.
Big thing. One thing I'll say that I suck at: chin up, and then not forget to breathe. It's always been something that you've always said to me: breathing.
Yeah. You don't always hold your breath. And
Always.
There's a lot of athletes who do it, but you were one of those things where it was always just constantly reminded. But once you remind you, boom, it would just click on, and then we would get back to business.
So breathing isn't just so you don't fucking pass out. It's actually continue to push oxygen.
Yeah, so you need oxygen so you can keep that endurance going. But you need the oxygen to be able to actually do the repetitions.
Yeah.
Again, when you hold your breath for 1 or 2 reps, it's not a big deal. But when you start doing anything longer than that, you're gonna have to hang for
Well, these are things that like people like. Whenever you talk like this, these are the things like the inches that add up. That not everybody knows about. Whenever we're talking about something, it's like people understand how to get to the next level or what to do, and you're like, well, there's literally inches around every single fucking corner that you know exactly how to pick up and pay attention to and click with and find and push people to the next level.
Well, and one of the big things also that we know, speaking of those things, is also people who can't seem to get a pump. And a lot of times, because we're in an over-caffeinated society and culture, you're dehydrated. So making sure that your water levels and hydration level is really high is really, really important. I don't care if it's his pre-workout, my pre-workout, you're taking something that you bought, the bottom line is it doesn't matter how good it is if you're dehydrated, because you're not going to be able to really get a pump. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water going into it. Sip some aminos earlier in the day to get you in there, because lots of times we add in different types of coconut water or any kinds of different types of ingredients that are going to help with hyperhydration, so that your body has the ability to actually absorb that water and get it to really stick, so that you're going to have that pump. Because if you're dehydrated, I don't give a shit what you take for your pre-workout, you're not going to be pumped.
So I bought EDP, it just didn't give me the pump I thought it would. You're so full of fucking shit, but I know you're full of fucking shit.
It was tested on by the best. If you notice, Seth is one of the few bodybuilders that are out there that has all of these fibers, Again, referring back to Phil, Phil has got some really great arms, but he's also very fibrous. Seth has that as well, all through his biceps. You see the splits. Okay, a lot of guys nowadays have really big arms or they have big body parts, but you don't see the quality. Squeeze, good.
Come on.
Good.
Come on.
One more. Good job. Now we'll start going into ladders, which basically means that we're going to do is we're going to pick 3 different points. We're going to go
low, medium, and high to change up the angle. So that when we're doing the actual fly exercise, we're working on different angles throughout the actual set. So lots of times you'll do a full set with your hands high or your hands low. We're going to actually be changing the variation during the actual set.
So I think everybody has now got a full understanding of why you and I got along so much. Because whenever I'm doing a set, I'm always like, whenever I'm doing triceps or anything, I'm like, just go here, then change your shoulder placement, take a step back, and it's almost like you're like, you got to remember when you're doing all those things, you're doing a tricep press down. However, you're going to hit your body parts at different angles, and all of a sudden it's just going to keep getting more and more and more full, more rounder, more fuller.
Yes.
And you're fatiguing angles from the biomechanics. We're going to go ahead and start up top, and then we're going to go down, mid, three up top. One. Open up the hands. One more. Chest up. Shoulders back. One more. Good. Go down. One. Two. In the middle. One.
It's alright for these fellas. I'm up at 5 in the morning.
Arch.
I'm up at 5 o'clock every
Two.
morning.
One more.
And start working at half 7.
Three down. Nope. Two. Good. One.
It's travelling to work.
Midpoint.
It's travelling home.
One. Two. Up top. Finish two.
I don't get it sometimes till late.
Good job.
Yeah, I gotta come to
Got
Texas
other things
for
I
a
have
few
to do when I
days.
get in.
Yeah. Some barbecue.
Oh.
We'll put you on a nice veggie vegan diet for 3 days before. We're gonna cow you up. We're gonna cow you up.
Come on.
You can buy some. Hold it.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on, no excuses though. Hey, no excuses. Just get on with it. Come on.
Hold that. Hold that.
Come on.
Good.
Hey.
Good. These are called ladders because you're just going up and down, just like a ladder. On. Control. Slow down. Two. Now hold it. Now go into a press. Bring it back to my hands now. 5, 4, 3. Arch back, get your shoulders back. 3, there you go. Push that chest. Good. 3 more. 1, 2, 2. Extend. 1 more. Good. Yeah, front last breath. Good. Great. Lift the shoulder a little bit higher. Arch back a little more. There you go. Good. Okay. Relax. Good. Did you tell everybody that follows with Ferocity Shredded how you got that name?
That was from fucking Nationals, and then going into fucking Dallas, and it just being ugly. It was that thing. It was because I remember whenever I was at Nationals, waited until the last minute to take off my clothes because nobody had seen me. It was like a fucking Dorian Yates. Nobody's seen me for months, and everybody's like, "What's this kid gonna look like?" Right. Fucking peeled to the bone. And then we showed up looking even better on stage the next day. And then whenever we were in Dallas, had to make 202. And the last few weeks were ugly. We get there, and I go out on stage, and I just heard people going, "Oh my,
Monster.
oh my," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
C4
I
USM.
just peeled to the bone
Warehouse.
shredded, and people were like, "You looked a little
Keeps me
nasty
going.
on stage, brother." I'm like, "I was a fucking goal, dude." No,
So
You've seen me
once
mix it.
the consistency of being shredded to that point was established, then people would call me. People that I either knew in the bodybuilding industry or I coached, and they would basically, it almost became synonymous to ordering something off the menu when you go to In-N-Out Burger. There's the secret menu, and there's the thing called animal style, right? And they'll make it a certain way, but it's not on the menu. So then they say, "Hey, look, when I get ready for this show with you, honey, I don't want you to get me shredded. I want you to get me ferocity shredded." So it was like ordering off the secret menu.
I love it. was a good time.
Yeah, I think Fuad was one of
Yeah,
the.
he was the one that started it all.
Yeah, he was one of the.
He's like, what did you do? And I'm like, everything that Honey told me to do. I remember, I'll never forget the one time. There was 2 times, but this one sticks out in my head. I was at Walmart, grocery shopping. I just sent you photos. There was no phones like this back then, you know. We had to take pictures and put them, upload them, all that shit, you know. And I'll never forget, I was walking through Walmart, dude. I'm fucking beat, dude. I felt just into the ground. And we're going through, I got the phone call and you're like, hey dude, like, we need to up your cardio and we take it to
I'm
the
done
next level.
tonight. I'm
And
done
here
with
I
chest.
felt like I'm killing it. And there
I'm
was
gonna
no
upload this.
like, good jobs, there was no bad jobs, there was no nothing. It was just
Get on
straight
this though,
fucking
you gotta
business.
watch this.
And I think we were
The
about
greatest
4 weeks out or
chest
so,
training video
maybe
ever.
5.
Except
And it
for
was
OC.
that was whenever it was initially like
And
my
Andy
first,
ran bad.
Get fucking ready.
Fantastic.
To another level. I'm
Tried
like,
the workout.
this is gonna get ignorant. And I kind of like felt emotional because I'm like, I felt like I just got the wind knocked out of me. Here I am thinking,